Welcome to my channel Geography with Narendranath. Another video, Geomorphology MCQ for NTA NET explanation. There are the very interesting questions. Some I will explain what is the correct answer. Now start the first question. The branch of geology which deals with the morphology, classification, mechanism and cause of development of this rock structure is called as. Basically there are the basic definition of the structural geology is the branch of geology and which deals with the morphology, classification, mechanism and cause of development of this rock structure. Hence the answer structural geology. Basically option V is the correct answer. Next, another question. Stratification can be seen widely in which of the following rocks? Igneous, metamorphic, sedimentary and fossil. Most sedimentary rocks are deposited under condition which favor development of distinct layer filed off on the above another from bottom to top. This layer also called beds or strata. So there are the definitely the correct answer is the sedimentary rocks is the correct answer. Next, another question. The outcrop is seen on land everywhere on earth. It is the true and false. Basically solid rocks are exposed everywhere on the surface of the earth, and these are mostly covered with a thick or thin layer of loose deposit called alluvium, or in most common language as soil. Hence rocks or the outcrops is not seen everywhere on the earth, and hence rock or the outcrop is not seen everywhere on earth. So definitely their answer is false. Correctly their answer option B, false. And next, another question. The most widespread rock on the earth is their igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, all are in equal quantities. So definitely it is said that sedimentary rocks are superficially the most widespread rock and forming more than 75% of the exposed surface of the earth, and so definitely their sedimentary rocks is the correct answer. And next, another important question. Which of the following about lamination is not true? It is closely related to stratification. It is literally paper thin. It is a layered structure of the development in the extremely fine grained igneous rocks, and it is layered structure developed in the extremely fine grained sedimentary rocks. So you know the term lamination is closely related to stratification. It is a layered structure developed in extremely fine grained sedimentary rocks made of clay and silt, and the layer are few paper thin, literally they are speaking. So definitely their answer option C, it is the layered structure developed in the extremely fine grained igneous rocks is the correct. Next, another question. The maximum angle of inclination of layer of rock with the horizontal is called the dip, half angle, strike and depth. Very important. The definition of dip is the maximum angle of inclination of the layer of rock which is horizontally. It is explains both of the term of degree of inclination and direction of inclination. So they are definitely answer option A, dip is the correct answer. And there are the next another question. Consider the various source of information about the interior of the earth. There are the seismic activities, volcanoes, gravitational force, earth magnetism, meteors and the surface rocks or mined rocks. So which of the above source are indirect source of information about the interior of the earth? And there are the main, you know, the most easily available of the solid earth material is surface rock. On the rock we get from the mining area, And volcanic eruption form another source of the obtaining direct information as and when the molten material is thrown into the surface of the earth during volcanic eruption become available for laboratory analysis of properties of the matter indirectly provide information about the interior. Another source of information is the meteors that at time and reach the earth. The material and the structure observed in the meteors are similar to the one of the earth, and their solid and bodies develop out of material same as the similar and out planet. And other indirect source including the gravitation, magnetic field and the seismic activities. So the definitely correct answer is the A. There are the 1, 3, 4 and 5 is the correct. So their answer is 1 is the correct option. And next interesting question, their seismic activities is one of the most important source of information about the interior of the earth. Choose the correct statement and regarding the nature of P and S waves. Both their option A, B, C, D they are different. The both P and S can only travel in solid and gas mediums, and P wave speed is highest in the solid medium. And S wave shadow zone form the boundary of outer core as it is the liquid state. And D, their option both B and C. So definitely there are the very interesting the primary wave V wave are compression wave that are longitudinal in the nature, and P waves are pressure waves that travel faster than other wave through the earth to the arrive of seismograph. And this have can travel through any type of material and including fluids, and can travel and nearly twice the speed of S wave. And secondary waves are shear wave that are transferred in nature, and S wave can travel only through solids as fluids and do not support shear stress, and S wave are slower than P waves, and speed are typically around 60% of that of P waves in any given material. So definitely their option 4 is the right answer, both B and C. P wave speed is highest in the solid medium, and S wave shadow zone form the boundary of outer core as it is the liquid state. So option D is the correct answer, both B and C. Another question, their angle of dip is measured using which instrument? Their compass, theodolite and trigonometer and clinometer. So the direction of the dip is determined with a sample compass, and where the angle of dip is determined with an instrument called the clinometer, and which come built in this compass. So they definitely answer clinometer is the right answer. And next question, there which among the following is not a type of dip? So there are the type of dips are primary, secondary and local and regional and widespread. Did not consider it as a dip. So definitely their answer widespread dip is the correct answer, option A. And next question, the term intrusion. Intrusion is basically associated with the type of rocks. There are the igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic and non-associated with the any type of rock. So that igneous rocks are formed from cooling and crystallization of hot molten material called magma, lava, depending on the place of occurrence. The magma gets intruded or injected into the pre-existing rocks of any types and called to the host rocks and takes various shapes form on cooling. And these forms are commonly termed as intrusion basically. So they are definitely answer igneous rocks is the correct answer, option A. And next another question, the dip which involves the tectonic force is. Tectonic force is the primary dip and secondary dip, the local and regional dip, and non-dip involve the tectonic force. So very interesting, their secondary dip is the Inclination include in the strata after the deposition due to the tectonic force to which such strata have been subsequent objects, and there are the secondary dip may range in value up to vertically. So there are the definitely answer the secondary dip is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Next, another question: the study of outcrop dimension does not involve which of the following aspect. So there are the study of rock composition and type of the rock is not done under the outcrop and dimension, whereas the rest are thoroughly and studied under the topic. There are the definitely their answer rock composition and types is the correct answer. Option D. And next, another question: foliation. Foliation is a primary structure of which type of rocks? There are the very important, and their option igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, not associated with the any other rocks. And stratification and lamination are the most common primary structure of the sedimentary rocks, and crystallization structure is the typically igneous, and rocks are foliation is a typical primary structure of the metamorphic rocks. So definitely their option option C, the metamorphic rock, is the correct answer. And next, another question: the dip of layer measured in the direction and that is the right angle to strike is. Very interesting question. The dip of layer measured in the direction that is at the right angle to the strike. So you know, when the dip of a layer is measured in a direction that is essentially a right angle to the strike of the particular layer, and then it is called true dip. And when the dip of a layer is measured in any other direction basically, and which is not at a right angle to its strike direction, it is called and the apparent dip. So they are definitely the true dip is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Next, another question: what are the undulation of bends and develop in rock called the fault, joint, fold, and unconformity? And you know, the fault may be defined as undulation on bends in the curvature and development of the rocks of the crust as a result of traces to which these rocks have been subjected from time to time in this part of history of the earth. And so definitely their option C, fold, is the right answer. And next, another question: the fold develop in which type of rocks? Fold develop in which type of rocks? You know, the fold may be developed in the type of rocks and may be of and shape and flexure also, and after any type of rocks in this answer is the option D is the correct answer. Next question: the which type of deformation is folding? Very interesting. Which type of deformation is folding? You know, there are the in generally folding is a textile and type of determination experienced by the rocks and compared to the battle deformation where the rocks actually get broken and displaced when traced. And so their answer is the B is the correct answer. Ductile is the correct answer. And next question: the folding is dash process, very slow, rapid, quick, and moderate rate. You know, their folding is very slow geological process and indicate an effort of the rocks in the particular environment to adjust and themselves to the changing force and field into operation on, within, or around them. So definitely there are the very slow is the correct answer. Option A. And next question: there who is among of the following is not a part of a fold? There are the limes and hangs and axis of fold and height of fold. So you know, the part of fold include the limes, hangs, axis of the fold, and flanking fold crest. And so height of fold is not referred, it is the part. So the definitely answer is height of fold is the correct answer. Next, another question: the minimum number of limes for a folder. Minimum number, you know, an individually fold will have in minimum of 2 limes, but when the fold occur in the groove, as this is common, a middle lime will be common to 2 adjoining folds. So definitely there are the 2. Option B is the correct answer. Next question, there are the point where the curvature is maximum is basically in a folded layer a point can be found where curvature is maximum and one lime ends and that the other lime starts, and from that points, and this is the hang points. So definitely there are the hang is the right answer. Option A is the correct answer. When the plane said to be 0 and then the axis of the fold is said to be vertical, horizontal, and inclined the 60 degree to the horizontal, inclined to the 60 degree the normal. Very interesting. Basically axis is a line and flanked is the angle which the line makes through a horizontal. A fold having horizontal axis and will obviously have a 0 flank. So they are definitely the horizontal is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. And next another question, the crust and through may or may not coincide with the axis, that true and false. Basically the line running through the highest point of upraised and the fold define the crust, and similarly the line running through their lower points in the down edge fold marks it is true, and the crest and through may or may not be coincide with the axis of the fold. So definitely true in this question. Answer A is the correct answer. Next another question, there what is the other name for upright fold? There are the very interesting, the symmetrical folds are also called the normal fold or upright fold, and in such a fold in the axis plane in the essentially vertical. So there are the symmetrical fold is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Next another, fold in which the lime lie exactly on over another. So there are the option isoclinal, symmetrical, recumbent, and asymmetrical. So there are the in the recumbent fold one lime comes to the lie exactly under the other lime, so that a drill hole dug at the surface in the upper lime passes through the lower lime also. So definitely their option there are the C, recumbent is the right answer. Next question, there are the which of the following is also overturned fold? Overturned fold, there are the their option isocline fold and symmetrical fold, asymmetrical fold, and recumbent fold. So the recumbent fold are described as extreme type of overturned fold in which are the axial plane aquates and almost horizontal attitude. So there are the recumbent fold is the right answer. Option D. Next question, there is the pick the wrong statement about recumbent fold. It has the arch which is zone of curvature. It has the shell which is zone inner zone made up of mostly igneous rocks, and it has the shell which is the outer zone made up of mostly sedimentary rocks. It has the core and which is the inner most zone and may be made up of igneous rocks and metamorphic rocks. So definitely they are self part of recumbent, which is the outer zone is mostly made of the sedimentary rocks. So hence the second statement is wrong regarding it. So there are the answer, there are the B is the correct answer. It has the shell which is the inner zone made of mostly igneous rocks. It is the correct answer. Option B. And next question, there the type of fold which is actually a group of fold each: symmetrical fold, asymmetric fold, and isoclinal folds, and the recumbent folds. So the isoclinal fold are a group of fold in which all the external planar plants are essentially parallel, and meaning that all the components lie are at equal amounts. So there are the option is the isoclinal fold is the correct answer, option C. And next another question, there are three type of the folds classified on the base of relative curvature of the outer and the inner arc of the fold. There are true and false. So Ramsey divide all type of folds into the three main classes on the base of relative curvature of the outer and the inner arc of a fold. They are also class 1, class 2 and class 3 folds. So definitely they are true. It is the true, option A is the correct answer. And in next question, in which class of fold the isogants cover inwards, basically class 1, 2, 3, 4 their option. So determination of the divs may be made, and then lines of the equal divs are drawn, and these are called the isogants, and the class 1 fold is the isogants cover is inwards. So definitely class 1 is the correct answer, option A. And next another question, the identify the class to which of the fold below belongs to. And very interesting, in the class 2 folds are the isogant would run parallel to each other, and hence the fold shown in the figure vegan class 2. So definitely there are the answer is the 2, class 2 is the correct answer. And next question, which is the type of fold with a similar degree of folding for indefinite depth. So definitely there are the very interesting question, the concentric fold, similar fold, conjugate fold and uniform fold. So the similar fold are the fold in which the degree of the folding is observed to be similar for indefinite depth. So there are the correct answer, similar fold is the option B is the correct answer. Next another question, the fold can have difference in the thickness due to erosional and depositional process. There are the false and true. So the supergeneous fault so there are the difference in the thickness at the crystal and through the region not induced by the folding process, but essentially due to erosional and depositional process occurring in the folded region. So their answer false is the correct answer. Once again, a fold can have difference in the thickness due to erosional and depositional process. It is false and true. And there are the super tenuous fold, so difference in thickness at the crystal and the through region not included and by the folding process, but essentially due to erosional and depositional process opening in the fold region. So definitely answer is the true is the correct answer, B, true. Next question, there are the gentle folds have fold angle between 10 to 90, 90 to 170, 170 to 180. Very interesting for the classification of the fold on the base of fold angle in the fold is said to be gently fold. It is if the fold angle is between 170 degree to 180 degree. So definitely their answer option C, 170 degree to 180 degree is the correct answer. Next another question, which is the class of fold with the degree of curvature generated on the outer arc and compared to the inner arc basically. And there are the class 1, 2, 3 and 4. So class 3 folds are just the reverse of class 1 folds. In this fold our degree of curvature as measured on the outer arc is greater than that of the inner arc. So definitely their correct answer option 3 is the correct option, option 3 there the C is the correct answer. Next question, the fault which is associated with the if formation of mountain is, there are the very interesting question. The fault which is associated with the formation of mountains is, basically their option, genetical and geosyncline, homocline and basin. So there are the the great importance is attached to this major depression, the geosynclines in this process of mountain building. So definitely there are the correct answer, geosyncline, option B is the correct answer. The anticlines signifying a large bending are called, there are the called the anticlines which signifying large bending and the uplifting of strata on subcontinental scale are expressed by the term of genticlines. So there are the correct answer, option C is the correct answer, genticlines is the correct answer. And question there, pick up option which is not the cause of folding. There are the very interesting, the various cause of folding that are studied are folding due to tangential compression and intrusion and different compression, hence the first option is not correct. So there are the correct answer is A option, folding due to the transitional tension is the correct answer. Next, another question, they are bending or warping, it's studied under. They are basically there are the folding may have either due to tectonic cause or due to non-tectonic causes, and the tectonic folding of the rock is bending where warping of rocks due to every very conspicuously to the superficial process. So there are the option B, non-tectonic folding is the correct answer. Next question, the cause of folding which does not occur due to the tangential trace. It is there are the option flexural folding and flexural creeping and the flage folding and shear folding. So definitely under the influence of the transitional trace, and the folding may be developing the idea of the three ways and flexural folding and flogs and folding in the shear, the folding. So option B is the correct answer, flexural creeping is the correct answer. Next, another question there, how does the thickness of the layer affect flexural folding? And there are the the thickness of the layer and nature of the content are important factor on which of the amount of slip and depends, and thicker the layer greater is the slip. So option is the C is the correct answer. There the thicker the layer and greater it is the slip. Next, another question, there the which are the rocks more prone to flexural slip. So there are the the type of rocks basically involves siltstone, sandstone and limestone are more prone to fluctuate slip and folding compared to the soft clay and silt. So definitely their answer, the limestone is the correct answer, option 4, option D is the correct answer. Next, another question, in which cause of folding the thickness of fold does not remain uniform. So there are the very interesting, during compression due to the flak folding and the material of the involved layer we have almost as the various plastic masses and gates and backlit after the deformed and varying rates varying unequal distance, and it is the such cause of the thickness of the resulting fold does not remain uniform. So definitely option C is the correct answer, flake folding is the correct answer. And next, another question, the flage folding occurs in which type of the rocks basically. So this is the flage folding is the principal process of the folding in the incumbent over wacre and plastic type of rocks such as the clay, shales, gypsum and rock salt etc. So their option incompetent rocks is the correct answer. And next another question there, how does the distance from hinge points affect to the displacement due to the folding? Very interesting. Their option A, in the greater than the distance, large in the displacement, larger the distance, larger is the displacement, does not depend on the distance from hinge points, and greater the distance and similar is the displacement. So distance from hinge points is also the important factor on which displacement of folding depends, and greater the distance from the hinge points and large it is the displacement. So option A is the correct answer. Greater the distance and larger is the displacement is the correct answer. And next another question there, flexural folding is also called flexural sleeve folding. It is the false and true. So definitely the flexural folding is also distinguished as the flexural sleeve, and the folding is which the sleeve or the movements of strata involved takes place in the parallel to the bedding plans of the layers. So definitely it is true. Option B is the correct answer. Next another question, the process of folding which causes the fracture in the rock initially is basically, and this is the flexural foldings and the flux folding and shear folding, institution folding. So definitely in many cases folding is attributes to shearing trace, and rather than the simple compression it is assumed that it is such the process and numerous closely and splits and fracture and develop in the rock and the first stage of the process. So definitely option C, shear folding is the correct answer. Next another question there, pick the wrong statement. The converging plates may be, there are the two continental plates, a continental plate and the oceanic plate, a continental plate and the Iceland plate, and two oceanic plates. So definitely the convergent plate may be two continental plates, a continental plate and an oceanic plate, or a continental plate and an Iceland plate, but not two oceanic plates. So definitely option 2 oceanic plates is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. The displacement at the hinge point of the maximum. Next question, there are very interesting question true and false. The displacement at the hinge point in the maximum. The greater distance from the hinge points, large is the displacement so much that it may be negligible at the hinge points. Hence the statement above is not true. So their option is the false is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Next another question, which rock is lifted up and during the folding due to the intrusion? Very interesting. In magnetic intrusion, highly and viscous magma may be forced off gradually, and which considerable force so that sedimentary host rocks and overlying area are lifted up to the provide that space for the rising magma. So they are definitely option C, overlying sedimentary rocks is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next another question, the process of folding and which is considered to be non-tectonic is, this is the option A, differential compression, tangential compression, intrusion and tangential tension. And the maritime, their question UGC NET. Basically folding due to the different compression is totally dependent on the load from above that are attributes to superficial causes. These are therefore non-tectonic fault. So it is the correct answer. Option A, differential compression is the correct answer. And next question, what is the indirect cause for warping or folding? Very interesting. It If the strata in question is not homogeneous, the bending and may not be uniform in the character and the result in warping of the fold and different types. So option is the non-homogeneous strata is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. And next, what is the reason for rock rust? Changing the attribute of the rock, shattering of the rocks, intense precipitation and straitened nature. And this question, all the traces that have attacked on the rock during their folding are generally absorbed by these rocks by undergoing strain, and enough storage and the energy is released as soon as there are the excavation are made, and it is lead to the rocks burst. So definitely the stinged nature is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. Next, another question, what is the affected when the layer of understandable nature and encountered? So definitely this question, the same layer may be repeated along the alignment, or one or more encountered layer are of unstable and the nature, the project cost and may be affected, as also the time of schedule and safety of the project. So definitely there are the option D, all the three are the affected. And the next question, what are the fracture along which there has been relative movements of the block called fold, joints, fault and intrusion? So the definition of the fault is those fracture along which there has been relative movements of the blocks and past each other. The entire process of the development of fracture and the displacement of the blocks against each other is the term as faulting. So definitely there are the fault is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next, another question, what is the sky word in the definition of fault? There are fracture, movements, both fracture and movements and deep. So the key word in the define the fracture and the movement and exact significance of this key word must be clear understood. So there are the option C, both fracture and movement is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. And next, another question, for a rock structure to be called fault, and structure has to happen but movement is not necessary. It is a true and false. And there can be no fault if there is no fracture surface or zone, and also evidence of the some relative movements of the blocks and against each other is a must for qualifying that fracture as a fault. Basically option false, it is basically false, is the B is the correct answer. Next, another question, the faulting is a dash process. The tectonic, non-tectonic, both tectonic and non-tectonic, and precipitation. So the faulting is major tectonic process, the greater geological importance, the geological history and of the earth views and numerous events and recording to the script the faulting and joining. So definitely the answer, the tectonic is the right answer. Option A. And next, another question, the in which direction does the displacement of the blocks happen? The horizontal, vertical, inclined and any direction. So the displacement of the block created in the rock due to faulting may take place in any direction parallel to their fault surface, in the inclined manner or even the rotational. So definitely there the any direction is the right answer. And next, another question, what is the angle that can be made by fault and plan and with the horizontal? Basically fault plans may be vertical and horizontal or inclined at any angle and with the horizontal. So option any angle is the right answer. Next, another question, what is the planar surface of the fracture and along which relative displacement of bodies has taken place called? Very interesting. Basically, fault plans use the planar surface of the fracture and alone who is the relative displacement of the block takes and place and during the process of faulting, and when it is not planar, the same of the surface is simply and described as fault surface. So definitely there are the option A is the correct answer. The fault plan is the correct answer. So thank you, you will watching and must will subscribe. There another video also there are the geomorphology MCQ for NTA 2021 and very important in the some very important question. Must will watching. Thank you to all.